Ada and Maddie. Now we're at Stafford Castle. So why don't you come along? We could show you the castle. Ian, how old is this castle?
It was originally Norman, built in 1086.
Okay, that was a really long time ago.
Built by the French.
So the Normans were French?
Well, sort of. French Vikings. It's very complicated. Things are in Europe.
French Vikings. So that means they were very ferocious.
They were very ferocious. And they invaded in 1066 and got rid of the Saxons, who I'm descended from, who were in actual fact Germans. I told you, complicated.
Okay. Oh, look at the castle.
See that mound? That's there, so that if you're trying to get into the castle and you're an enemy soldier, it's very hard to get to the top.
Yeah, I bet. It's a big hill. But I heard that once upon a time there was a Princess Ada and a Princess Maddie that lived there.
I'll have to check the records, but you might well be right.
Yeah, it's so pretty, isn't it?
It's actually quite small, but over the castle keep, which is just a little bit, the castle itself had grounds. And here are the grounds. Originally had a wall around them. They'd have gone all the way back. Well, you aren't sure.
You have to look at me.
Okay. So that's our castle as it stands. In the English Civil War, it was held by the King's Party. And they were chased out by those of the rebel side, which was Parliament side. And what happened to the original castle on this site is that the parliamentary forces knocked it down in case the King's people came back and tried to occupy it. And it lay waste for, about 200 years until Lord Stafford, or one of the Lord Staffords that we had, who was slightly potty, came back and rebuilt it. And that was in the 19th century, but to the original medieval plan. So what you're seeing here is a reconstruction of the original, and that's the reason why it's so, actually quite so well kept. Anyway, I did promise I don't want to get back into the stocks, so I'm going to shut up at this point.
Yeah, well, that was good information about the castle. But what I really love is all the view around, like you said, with all the land, and you can see our town of Stafford in the background. And it's a really pretty spot to come to.
Here you go. That's the view. Nice, isn't it? Huh. The rather traditional English dogs there.
This side's not so pretty. It's more common. Now, when people were bad, did they keep them in these towers here?
That's a myth. The house tends to be for a number of reasons. One will be storage down at the bottom, and up at the top you will guards.
Oh, okay.
More myth than anything else.
It's really cold living in a castle.
Not as cool as you'd think. They have very thick tapestries which they drop over the doors to keep the heat in. Every door would have, every part of the castle would have a fireplace, which would be stocked full of usually a roaring fire, usually made of wood. So they'd be dark, but they wouldn't be cold.
Okay. Look at wow. Look at the beautiful view with the sunshine there. We have sun in England, yay!
It doesn't happen a lot. Your aunt gets very excited.
And now we're really close to the castle, so you can probably only see the stonework now.
This bit. Okay. Now, you've heard of a castle moat, yes? That's all the way down to the castle moat. And you have to run up that if you're a bad guy. As you can see, it's built on a hill. Right, here's the front end of the castle. Cheryl?
Oh, I was going to say, Americans have this idea that moats were full of water, but they weren't.
No, wrong. They're there, as indeed that one is, to provide the defence. So it's a ditch, really. if they filled with water, so much the better. But you didn't really have castle moats filled with water because, one, it was costly to line them, and two, what you really want to do is to wear your attacker out so they would go over undulating land. Oh, I'm doing it again. I'm going to wind back up in the stocks.
Look at that pretty tower there. Okay, really pretty. Well, that is our town of Stafford and our castle. So we hope that you enjoyed it, our little tour for your birthday. And we hope that you both had a very, very happy birthday for beautiful girls. So we'll say, sign off now. So Cheryl and Ian. Bye!